Okay, let's chat about AI image generation. We've done Stable Diffusion. Today I got access to Adobe Firefly. I happen to be a community professional, so I get a little bit of early access to things, and Firefly, the beta, is one of them. And I thought I'd give my initial thoughts. I've sort of goofed around with it for about an hour. And right now they've only got a couple of things that you can do: text to image and text to effects. And there are a ton of other things coming up in the future, but for now we can just do text to image for now. And if I open it up, it gives you a prompt down at the bottom and allows you to make stuff. But as I scroll through some of these images, I mean, this one here is amazing. These are all created by computer. Here's another one created with a computer. I mean, you can kind of tell the outside looks really weird. If we click on this, we can kind of see that the outside looks off. Yeah, something's wrong outside. What world do we live in here? The books don't look quite right, and stuff like that. But that's fine. Some of them, though, you wonder how on earth. But Adobe's got a lot of pictures available to them. They've got tons and tons and tons of pictures that they can use in their AI system. This one's a cute one. That then allows them to make these pictures, these images, these concepts. The skinny pig with sunglasses on is just awesome. Riding a bicycle. Here's a unicorn. So I thought I would give my initial thoughts. For the first thing, I mean, no matter what, let's just, what we can do is, let's see, let's grab, there was one in here that I thought was really cool. Let's do this one. So if we hit try prompt, what it does is it sticks it down at the bottom. Koala in a hot pink astronaut suit. So we're going to change koala to horse because we do a lot of horse stuff around this joint, and hit generate. Now, I'm just going to briefly talk while it does this, but it is, in my opinion, absolutely incredible how fast this works. I think this one's my favorite right here. This has got to be my favorite. I'm not sure about these. This one's kind of weird because I don't know what's going on here. And this has got to be the weirdest headset that I've ever seen, or headwear. I don't know. The lips are a little strange. But this one actually looks not bad. The eyeball's a little funny on the left. But gosh darn it, that's not a bad one. I'm not sure what's happening with the suit either, but you know. But if we don't like that, we can actually head over to themes and hit concept art, and then we can change the lighting and maybe put it to dynamic lighting, something like that. Mess around. Let's go to art as well. So with all those settings down here, you can see art, concept art, dramatic lighting. It should give us a totally different horse. What are these? It's done it again. It's put some weird thing just right on the corner of its mouth. A lot of times the AI doesn't get horses right. This one's kind of working out a little bit quite well. This one looks like it's got a seat on the back. If this was an astronaut, you could sit on it. Maybe that's what's with the helmet? I don't know. But let's head back to the main screen, and we can just start to type in whatever we want. So the main limitation that I have found so far is that it definitely prompt is too short. So let's put horse in a forest, something like that, and hit generate. I mean, I get that a lot of people are doing some really neat stuff with some mystical and magical glowing and fantastical places, but I'm really looking forward to seeing this be more. Let's change this to photo. You can see we were in art for a second there. We're going to change it to photo. See if it does any better. But I'm really looking forward to seeing if they can take advantage. I mean, I don't know what's going on with these two horses. They look like they haven't eaten in a while. This face is too long. Most of the time, the ones that I generated, let's go like a horse in a forest, rearing up with the full moon. Yeah, something like that. So when I did this, it would come up with 3 or 4 legs, or 2 legs that were combined, and it sort of struggles. So here we go. So here's a 3-legged horse. This one has got the weirdest looking face, And these are all supposed to be photos. I don't know what happened with this one's legs and feet, but this one's kind of, but what is happening? Is this one dead? Is this a zombie horse? I didn't say zombie horse. So it doesn't really get that stuff. But check us out. If we do a guinea pig in a forest on a log sunset, let's do that. Little tiny creatures, it seems to get pretty good. It's as if people took more pictures of guinea pigs or tiny little creatures rather than big creatures like horses. Look at these guys. It's pretty good. Not bad. This guy looks like he's got way too many claws. I don't know what happened there. This is not too bad. This one's kind of okay. It's not quite a guinea pig foot, but I don't know what that is. But the rest of it's not bad. Looks good. Some sunset. I mean, the log looks good. The plant in the background, the bokeh, the blur in the background looks pretty good. This one looks a little angry. I'm not sure about that. So even if you don't kind of have your own ideas, if you kind of come in and you're like, I don't know what I'm going to do with AI, you can just kind of wander in and take a look around and say, well, what else has everybody else done? Look at this guy, a llama. A llama, 3D, fluffy. Let's put horse. Okay, we change everything. Everything goes to horse. Hit generate and see what it comes up with. But the speed of this is amazing. I'm really, oh, jeez. Just amazed at the speed that this kind of comes through. And the cool stuff that I think that the cool thing that I think that this stuff kind of brings is the idea that we can make this concept art. I make 4 images instantaneously almost. I mean, it takes, 10 seconds? Look at these guys. That's hilarious. And it's good. It's way superior to Stable Diffusion, which is I've been using up until this point. The image size isn't too bad. It's not 512 by 512 anymore, and it's pretty clear. It's not got a lot of noise in it and stuff like that. And I am a proponent of AI for making things. ChatGPT, if you haven't heard of that, ChatGPT or GTP4, which is out recently. I think these AI tools are the future. There's no stopping them. And I realize that some people are very sensitive to that. They're very sensitive to some of the ones that have been out. Here's a guinea pig riding a bike. It's awesome. Very sensitive to that because some have been unethical. And I get that. See, this one's really cool. I think I did this one. And I just did horse. And then we're just going to, I'll just hit generate right away. The rhino was hilarious. Did a great job. But what just amazes me still, the AI that can create this kind of thing from something. Look at these guys. Yeah. This guy looks like he's smiling. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of that one. This one or this one. Probably this one. But his ears look a little smooshed. That one's all right. It's got some smoke in the background. It looks really cool. So you can create so much stuff. That's in a portrait mode. Let's go ahead and create. We can also do different sizes. I'm going to go widescreen. It's in photo mode right now. That's kind of interesting. But you can take these and do so much with them. Bring them into Photoshop, conceptualize it as a 3D object, all kinds of things. It's just ideas. So what is all this junk on here? It's too much. It's too much. Maybe mechanical steampunk with minimal amount of mechanical on it. But so the fact that this is looking so good, it's working so well, it's going fast. A lot of the images are, these are fantastical. It's just an island. What does it say? It says island in the middle of the ocean with extremely luxurious glass and pastel walled villa. Yeah, that's kind of that. This looks like a photo. This one here literally looks like it was probably taken from a photo, long exposure photograph, and didn't even stipulate what of. So likely from Adobe's works. Yeah, they got that. What other things? Oh, yes, low poly stuff. So let's take this chess piece, and we can say, so we'll go horse again. Horse made of glass, low poly. Let's put in a forest, standing on a boulder. Let's do that. Let's generate that. The low poly works that it creates are fantastic. It really has sorted out what is low poly. And you notice none of these horses have more than 4 legs. So it's great. If I were to pick a favorite, I think this jade one here is looking really nice. Let's put blue glass. Let's put blue in here. They're all standing on a boulder. I think this boulder is the best, to be honest. I'm going to rate this one. I'll say that's pretty darn good. Submit the feedback. It's really good to do this. If I'm part of a beta, so I really want to be able to put my time into this as well for Adobe so that they can do a better job. But this is the future. The only thing that I worry about, I'm going to hit generate. The only thing I worry about is how much it's going to cost in the future to be able to use it. Again, Stable Diffusion being free, there's a lot to that. But they've got their own issues going on. See, even cooler. They all look like they're standing properly on a thing. And it just looks really good. So that's text to image. Let's go back one more. And then text effects. Text effects are amazing. There's so many in here that people have done that just look fantastic. Looks like a tiger one, realistic tiger fur. Gold, melting gold. Yep, shiny gold, liquid drip. We've got all kinds of cooking ones and swirly. What's this? Trippy 3D. Here's looks like pizza. Yep, pizza. So, I mean, me as a human, I look at this, I think, yep, that's pizza. This looks like probably some rubber balls. Yep, I was thinking something like that. It's a red fur. Here's another. So you can put in anything. So we can put in, let's put in technical, mechanical. I want something kind of sharp. Something that looks really crisp and sharp. And so some Firefly. So we get to change this. Oh, yeah. It's working away. It's working away. Still thinking. Looks kind of steampunky in a way, doesn't it? It's still working, I think. Oh, it's all done. How would you rate this result? Yeah, not that good. Let's try another one. The text takes a little bit. I'm not sure exactly what they're doing in the background for this, but it is all on a transparent background. So if we want to change the background to, say, black, then we can start to see what's going on in that background there. Maybe some blue, something like that. So let's change this to my name, Graham. Right, so that's not good, or that's not bad. And it fills it all in, gets it all sorted out. Okay, so let's do something like wood. Let's just put wood, cedar. I like cedar an awful lot. Slightly burnt on the edges, right? Generate that. And we can pick a different font if we want. We can pick a text effect. Ooh, that's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. That's kind of worked out all right. Yeah. Let's choose a different one and see what happens. And I think I'm going to change the background to maybe white. Nah, let's go with orange. Nope, not orange. Yeah, maybe purple. So that's kind of interesting. And then if we wanted to, we could do fire. Let's put wood fire, actually, because I want it to be fire that's coming from wood. I like that a lot. We'll just give it a minute there, and it's actually, we should get some sparks coming off of this as well. That would be pretty cool. Some fire going inside of the wood there. We just did wood fire and sparks. Let's try that. Generate that. But you could. This would be such a hard thing to do if you had Photoshop or Illustrator. You were really good at it. This would be relatively difficult to attain. I don't have the imagination for it, so this really helps me a lot. And that looks fantastic. That's really cool, in my opinion. So we can change the text color as well, like it seems. I haven't done this before. Let's change it to blue and see what happens. I think it's going to be kind of weird because we're using wood fire and sparks. Oh, wow. Actually, that looks much better. Already that's better. So there you go. The only thing that I don't like is that if you have the same letter, it just kind of copies that over. So that'd be cool if you could change that. But if you took this out, so if we save this, we can download this. And the image is huge. Like it's really high quality. And then we picked another one. We could just switch out one of the E's to be the other E kind of idea, and that would look pretty good, I guess. So anyways, that's the very basics of Firefly and how fast it works and what they're doing right now. I think it's just fantastic. I don't think that anybody's going to beat this for quite a while. I think Adobe is really going to take this by storm. Depends on how much they charge, I guess, because Adobe is pretty expensive as it is for other things. But the value is there for the tool that you might need. Photoshop and Illustrator and After Effects, powerful tools. I think we're just scrolling through the same ones over and over. The popcorn one's kind of neat. So there is that. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I respect that and understand that. But of course, it's what your budget is. So concept art, ideas, stuff that's, you can't use any of this Firefly stuff in anything that makes money, any commercial stuff. So not yet, not until you're spending money, I guess. So anyways, it's fantastic. There's a first look as I've seen it and played around with it. Hopefully that's been kind of interesting. I'll see you guys in the next one.